I'm very impressed, by the way, by the teachers at this school and how Mr. Fox teaches improvisation, because he does a lot of singing. He shows them how to sound different on their instruments. He plays them videos. When I teach improvisation to middle schoolers, I do a lot of singing. I make sure that they can sing the improvisations first, because in fact they all can sing way better than they play, and that's really the key. For improvisers, singing is a big, big thing, because you've been singing since you're a baby, and you can usually kind of jam pretty well if you're singing. The problem is you get the instrument in the way, and people tell you, when you improvise, play this on your instrument, play that on your instrument, play this scale on your instrument, and you get all confused. And pretty soon you're not playing anything that sounds like what's in your head at all. So it's very important for me when I work with musicians on any level that I show them that what they sing, they can play. And you start out doing that maybe 2 notes at a time, 3 notes at a time, but pretty soon they learn that what they hear in their head is something they should trust. And then if they work on it, it doesn't take too long for them to get almost as good on their instruments as they are singing. And for me, I mean, I teach at a conservatory, so we also write down everything we hear. And so they can become composers, because that's how you become a composer. You take what's in your head and you write it down. So there's no shortcuts. There's really no, no paint by numbers approach that would work for me. It really is, for a musician, you learn music, you've got it in your head. Eventually you learn harmony and you've got that in your head, and you write it down or you play it on your instrument, and that's pretty much the whole process. The music you learn is what you play. So the process for middle schoolers, in my opinion, it usually is not very different than the process in college or the process in professional world. Really, what the kids hear, they can play, and you just try to show them that the sounds that they hear, the instruments can reproduce those sounds. It doesn't matter what kinds of sounds they are. You teach your instrument to play. The instruments are stupid by themselves. They can't do anything. So you have to tell them how to sound. But, that's what the process really is. And, people who teach other things, I usually have to, I used to have to do a lot of deprogramming.